Still here on the Midday News on 3FM 92.7. Thank you for staying. Now, the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference has urged President John Mahama to declare a state of emergency in the areas affected by illegal small-scale mining, which is popularly called GALAMSEY. Now, the council says that such a declaration would empower extraordinary interventions. Now, in addition to the call to declare a state of emergency, the Bishops' Conference says that members also noted that the GALAMSEY fight requires a holistic, integrated national strategy. Now, the call comes at a time when President John Mahama has already said that he has been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the GALAMSEY fight because they have not exhausted the powers to tackle illegal mining. Let's have a quick conversation on this. We're joined by the President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi. Good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, too.
So you mentioned the need for extraordinary interventions, in inverted commas. What specific actions do you believe a state of emergency will allow that current measures not to do?
You see, the distraction that is going on is extraordinary, is grievous, is dangerous, and it doesn't call for any other simple, delayed correction. They call for extraordinary measures. And this is about life and death of the nation. And that is why we call on the leadership of the country to take extraordinary measures. When there is death approaching you, you don't delay. You take urgent measures to halt it. And this is death, destruction of our nation. So why should we wait? In other words, we should stop it immediately. We should put an end for it. Why should you delay? Why should we sip a poison that is killing us? You don't sip it. You stop it. You throw it away. So the president who is leading the nation must stand up and deliver his country from death, from destruction. And so he should stop and use all the resources available to him, all the resources of the country, to put a stop, immediate stop to GALAMSEY.
You heard the president say at that maiden media encounter with the press that he was reluctant to declare a state of emergency. How do you respond to that?
Well, I don't know. I believe that the president is not aware of the gravity and the seriousness of the issue at hand. He may not be aware. And if he's aware, then I wonder why he would say that. And I say this as somebody who has seen some sections of the programs. Look at our rivers. Look at the dangers. Look at farmlands. Look at this. It's like a war declared on Ghana, on our very livelihood. So why is the president not declare a state of emergency? Unless he's not aware. And we are reminding him and telling him of some of the dangers, the immediacy, and the urgency that the country is in. For the president to be aware of these things and to declare a state of emergency, halt all GALAMSEY, whether legal or illegal, the consequences are dangerous. And it's destroying the nation. So declare and stop it.
Declare and stop it, you say. Moving forward, though, the president also mentioned that the team by the police administration that was to go into these areas and deal with the problem has been disbanded. You said earlier that there should be an extraordinary approach towards this. How do you expect the president to work around teams that are expected to go to areas to help deal with the problem?
I don't know whether it was your station or one of the radio stations, but I've forgotten the name. One of the members in the CNDC, who is an elder of the NDC, he was on television and they interviewed him. And he said, if the president really wants to control and stop this, he can put in place a battalion of our army, and they should sweep off all of these people from the ground. This is not something that we can solve piecemeal. It is not something that we can solve by installment. We have tried the method that the government is doing now. It didn't work. Why should we try the same method that didn't work? So there should be putting one battalion as a suggestion from this guy. And I think I agree with him. One battalion soldiers, fully armed, to sweep our forests.
And kill the people there?
These people out of it.
And kill the people there?
Pardon?
And kill the people there. That's what you're also supporting or proposing.
I said they should drive them. And if necessary, they resist. They must also resist, because anybody who attacks the nation, the way that these Galamsey people are doing, is like an army invading our country, and they must equally resist. And they must leave peacefully, or the soldiers must drive them out like soldiers who are invading our country. This is not time for talking about small things when our lives are in danger. The water we drink, the food we eat, the babies being born. Then where is our future? What does this paltry small amount of gold that we get, what does it do to our nation? And even if we get it and we are dead, we are deformed, what will be the value of it?
Most Reverend.
Which nation destroys its future the way we are doing, and then we are looking on?
Most Reverend, thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you.
And I had the Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi. He is the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference. The latest to join in calls for the president to declare a state of emergency and to put in all the necessary measures to stop the destruction of our environment through illegal mining. He actually said that the president should ban mining of all forms, as well as the country tries to deal with this problem. Meanwhile, the Minister for Government